Good evening. I'll go ahead and call the Board of Public Works meeting for April 17th, 2017 to order. First, we have the reading and approving of the minutes. Do I have a motion to dispense the rules and the reading? Wait, I'm saying that wrong. Dispense of the...
Suspend the rules and
It's a long weekend. Yeah, dispense the rules.
Monday.
Yeah.
It's only Monday. Oh.
Yeah. All right. It passes. And next we have the payment of claims. And we do have blight claims also that are separate this month, or this meeting. We have $13,466.05 in payments from the blight elimination account. And we do have Brenda with us. We were lucky to have her with us tonight. She is the Blight Elimination Program and Grant Guru. So if there's any questions about the payments to the Blight Elimination, she is definitely the person to ask. And we have the city's regular claims. In the amount of $90,918.03. So do we have any questions from the board on the city's APVs?
There didn't seem to be anything remarkable in there, anything that you want to point out?
There really wasn't.
Okay.
No. I did leave a note for an easier way to read those. If you'd like to read that, just...
It's the little note about the numbering system and...
Basically, every vendor has a vendor number, and if you see 99999, that means that it's not a vendor that we pay all the time, so it may be something new or different. So just a quick reference is you can go down and look for nines and know that it was just a temporary one that we put in, someone that we don't pay very often.
Oh, that's nice.
But no, nothing extraordinary.
Any questions from the public? Do I have a motion to accept the payment of the city's APVs?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Next, we have the blight claims from the Blight Elimination Program. What'd you spend money on, Brenda?
You know me, I'm all frivolous. I've got 2 house closings tomorrow.
2 house closings?
Yes.
Is that the basically?
Those will be the checks to the title company that will come in tomorrow for all the closings.
Okay.
We have a mobile title company that comes here to do closings with Brenda, so that's really nice.
Mm-hmm. You got a chance to look at this at all? Is there any questions from the public about the blight elimination funds, or is there any questions from the board?
Are both those houses purchased from the same person? Is that what that is?
Yes.
Gotcha.
Looks in order to me.
Any other questions? Motion to approve the blight elimination claims would be in order.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Next, we have the city attorney report. I don't know if we have anything to report from the city attorney.
Just the contract for 63 and 65 South Broadway, the demo on that. The building commissioner awarded that.
Wade Ames.
Wade Ames
Mhm.
received that. We got the contract and the hold harmless agreement, everything signed, taken care of, and squared away on that. So,
Did you want to make any statement, Jerry, about our timeline on the properties on South Broadway, 63 and 65?
We got a general schedule from Mr. Ames, how he wants to approach this with all the, there's a lot of moving parts to Mr. Mayor. We have INDOT to contend with. We also have asbestos that we're going to have to address. We also have for utilities. There's some moving parts, but tentative schedule that I worked out with Mr. Ames, after the bid was awarded to him, was about the middle of next month for tentative start. It may come sooner. Hopefully by the end of the month, we could have those buildings out of the way, and then after that, it'll be just fine tuning the empty lots after that. So tentatively, fingers crossed, that's the timeline. It may happen sooner, it may happen a little later.
So tentatively, we're thinking that the buildings will actually come down at the end of this month, but then he's going to have to do some groundwork and
That's
finishing up, so
That's correct, sir.
he'll probably pull out
Yes, sir.
sometime next month, middle
By
of
the
next
end of
month.
the month, I think, at the very latest. You never know. Mother Nature's fickle.
Yep. All right. Thank you, Jerry.
Yes, sir.
Okay, moving on to old business, there is none, so we'll move on to new business. We have the opening of the asbestos and abatement inspections for unsafe structure bid packets for the second round of the blight elimination program. And am I right that we have, what is that, five bids?
I put a sheet up there in front of you if you'd like to keep track of the numbers as I call them out. I'm not exactly sure whether they're going to be bidding by the home or a total bid amount, so we can do some math at the end if we need to. Did you get that, Steve?
I didn't get the last part.
Nobody else did either.
I thought you were talking to the audience.
No. There's sheets in front of you if you want to keep track of the amounts.
That's what we were
I'm not
talking
sure
about.
if they're bidding for all of them or by the home, so we'll see after this first one maybe.
Before we start, just for point of clarification, so the way that the bid specs were sent out, Brenda, are we picking one company to do all of the remediation?
One company for the demo, which those will be presented tonight, and then these asbestos bids are for the inspections, which means the sampling of each home. So we'll be picking one contractor to do all of the sampling. Later this month, or actually early May, you'll get bids to review that will be abatement, and those will be per house. We'll select separate contractors per house, depending on the bid, the lowest bid per house.
Okay, thank you for the clarification.
You're welcome, thank you.
That's why inspection is in bold on my agenda. Okay.
Okay, so ATC, it looks like they are individual on the homes, so I'll just go down the line. 69 East Franklin is $335. 108 Ewing is $335. Let's make this easier. They are all $335. For a grand total of $5,025. Yeah, it's not on the list.
5,025?
Yeah.
$5,025?
$5,025 even.
Tish, can you read the rest of the addresses so we know what?
Oh, sure. So tonight we're working on 69 East Franklin, 108 Ewing, 122 East Franklin, 184 East 6th Street, 363 Adams, 364 West 5th Street, 372 East 6th Street, 380 West 6th Street, 382 East 2nd Street, 390 Hoover, 391 Hoover, 427 Jackson, 465 Washington, 490 East 5th, 494 East 5th, and 542 East 5th.
The Jackson wasn't there?
Yeah.
The 427 Jackson we will no longer need an inspection on. It seems that another inspection company was contracted to do the inspection early on in this program. So there were two that we were able to pull from that. So 427 is one of them. We won't need that one inspected again.
Okay,
So we'll make sure the contractor knows that.
gotcha.
Okay, the next one is from A&G Environmental, and it looks like it's $290 per home. for a total of $4,640.
4640.
4640.
And Tish, could you check for us real quick and see if they included, was it 427 Jackson?
Yes, Jackson is not on here.
It's not on there?
No, it's blacked out because we removed
Okay.
that one.
Okay, so then, as far as matching apples to apples on the totals, they included it, and this one did not? The first one included that in their price?
I thought they removed it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we removed it before we gave them these bid packets, didn't we?
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it says removed from bid.
Okay,
Yeah.
so none of these should have 427
Right,
Jackson.
right. And the sheet that I gave you to keep track should not have it on there.
No, it doesn't.
Okay, all right. Okay, this one is from SES Environmental Services. Looks like they are bidding $495 per listing for a total of $7,920.
7920.
7920. That's correct. The next one is from Americo. It looks like their bid is $489 per home for a total of $7,335. 7335.
Thank you.
And the last one is from Environmental Technology Consulting Corp. Their bid is $335 per residence. So that would also be a total of $5,025. 5025. Why do they have 5360? I think they did their math wrong. Hold on.
Did they include Jackson maybe?
No.
And as far as the RFP that we sent out for these, I don't know if you would like to look at A&G with us real quick, just to go over their bid real quick and make sure everything's intact.
I can do that. Also, Angie was a successful bidder on round one.
Oh, okay.
So they've been through this before and knew exactly what we needed, but I'd be happy to look at that just
Yeah.
to make sure.
Check this out.
But they added
So the first one was what, E&G?
Mhm.
Did you have any problems with that?
Not a lot.
$335 more.
Everything went very
That's looking
smoothly.
at 16.
As
Where
a
are they
matter of
out
fact, I
of?
sent out all of the notifications for the demo contractors. They were super
Yeah, I mean,
super
it keeps
easy to
it
work
the
with,
same.
and we had no
So you
complaints.
basically subtract
With
that,
any of the
it's the
neighbors,
same
we
as
actually
what
visited
it
most of the
was.
sites,
Well,
and
it's-
the large one out on
Yeah.
Third
That's
Street.
what I would assume.
The neighbors were thrilled with the performance and the speed with which they got through everything. So,
Okay. Well, it looks like A&G had the low bid. If we could look at their bid and just take a
Sure.
look through it real quick, make sure
Absolutely.
it's, they got their I's dotted and T's crossed.
Do you want to pass that to them?
Thank you.
Gotcha.
60.
And they're out of Syracuse, Indiana. you want to take a look at this too, Dustin, or Brenda, if you want to look at it, you can look.
And
It sounds like we had some pretty success in last time, so.
we didn't have any problems. I believe their intent is to make all of the contractors bid in such a way that their results would be back in our office by the morning of the 1st of May, so that our next bid packet could go out for the abatement on May 2nd. So we'll be able to get the next round of bids out and have everything to them pretty quickly. It takes about 2 weeks to get the results in, but I'll take a look at that. Do you want me to look at that now, or?
Because we'll be awarding it tonight, so I don't know if you just want to take a quick glance at it and see if there's anything that looks like it's out of place, or
Sure.
if you want to look, Dustin, at it. But assuming that everything is in order, and like I said, they were the company that did the abatement, or the inspections, last round of 8 homes, and they had a glowing review from Brenda, who's had to deal with all of this, so I'm assuming that they are competent. We can expect the same results this time.
But they got the total right. What was their total per property that they bid?
290.
290. No, it's even lower. They all did that.
Did they put a processing fee in that or something?
You counted that one.
They're bidding on 16.
Nope,
they're
you
bidding
counted
on-
that one.
1, 2, 3.
Do we have discrepancy with the prices? Is it?
Lower.
In our favor.
15 properties at 290.
290 times 15. So their bid is actually for $4,350 instead of $4,640.
Can you do that number thing again?
Yes,
For me?
$4,350. So that's why I've asked the attorney, what do we go by? Do we go by the price that they're bidding per house, or do we go by the total that they have? Because they have them both,
Is there a way?
but their total is wrong.
Is the total, and their total is higher or lower than per house?
They actually did 290 for 16 homes when there's only 15 homes. So it's in our favor. They said the total bid was $4,640 when 15 homes is only $4,350.
That, all their scope of work calls for 16 residential asbestos building surveys, so it'd actually be 15.
At the 290, which they've got.
Either way, the next closest bids did the same thing.
Gotcha. So they added in that home that we talked about was
Right.
removed?
Yes.
They took it out on their sheet, but they put it in the total.
Gotcha.
Everything else looks similar to their first bidding. I'd make a recommendation that if you do approve them as the contractor tonight, I could contact them and have them send over a revised final amount with the 15 houses at 290 each, rather than 16.
So do you want to accept it at the cost of $4,350?
Yes.
Would be the price?
What you're accepting is 15 homes at $290 apiece.
Right.
Yes, for a total of $4,350. But make sure that we put in the minutes that it's 15 homes at
Right.
$290 apiece. Yeah.
Okay. I guess, is there any other questions? Or
Well, we're going to
anything?
ask for a revised one.
Yeah, I think as long as we make that contingent fee in the minutes, I'm fine
So we'll
with
have
having
them sign
it.
it.
Okay. Did you have anything else you wanted to add, Brenda?
No, that's great, thank you.
Okay. Do I have a motion to accept A&G Environmental for the bid price of $290 for 15 homes at $4,350?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. So, and if there is an issue with that, then, let us know. I doubt there would be.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm not going to have you sign this contract now, because we're going to ask for an updated contract.
Sure.
Yeah. All right. Next, we have the opening of the blight removal of unsafe structures bids for the second round of the blight elimination. This is for the actual demolition of the 15 homes. 15, right?
Yes,
Okay.
15. And we only have one bid on this one.
And the one bid did come from Merit Trucking.
Yes.
Merit
He's the one
Trucking,
that did the last group,
right?
yeah.
And just for public comment, public record, Brenda and Jerry, thoughts or feelings on Merit's performance for the last round of 8 homes?
Paperwork was in order. We had a slight glitch with some landfill bills, but we've resolved those. As far as work on site, any issues?
The people from BLM were there the first day. They complied with everything to the letter. They complied with everything after that. Honestly, to tell you the truth, it came off without a hitch, Mr. Mayor.
Sounds good.
I have no problem with Merit Trucking whatsoever.
Okay.
I'm just going to go through really quick and make sure that this is for 15 homes. Give me just 1 second.
Actually, 427 Jackson is included in this.
It is included in
It
this
was
one.
removed from the asbestos inspection because we already had an
Gotcha.
inspection on file.
Okay, so this is going to be 16 homes that come down. We just needed 15 for inspections.
17 homes.
17 homes. All
We
right.
had- out of
Better and better.
17, we have 2 on hand from a previous inspection, so
Okay.
we only needed inspections for 15, but
Okay.
we have 17.
So that's right on.
Okay. All right, so for 17 homes,
Okay, for the 17 homes, Merit Truck and Auto Repair has bid 69 East Franklin at $6,800, 108 Ewing at $11,800, 122 East Franklin at $7,500, 182 East 6th Street at $10,500, 359 West 7th Street at $6,500, 363 Adams, $10,300, 364 West 5th Street, $9,900, 372 East 6th Street, $12,400, 380 West 6th Street, $9,500, 382 East 2nd Street, $12,800, 390 Hoover, $8,600, 391 Hoover, $11,900, 427 Jackson, $11,500, 465 Washington, $5,500, 490 East 5th, $7,800, 494 East 5th, $9,700, and 542 East 5th Street, $11,900, for a total bid amount of $164,900.
164,900.
164,900.
last round, he had the winning bid for 8 homes at, what was it, 70?
70 or 71?
Yeah, I was thinking it was like 70 flat.
We
Or maybe
have some
71.
sizable homes on this round, sir.
Right. No, those numbers, it sounds like we're getting a good deal with all the extra that the grant program puts into the whole process. I know that those extra steps definitely
Do you want to look at this?
add up the price, so it sounds like we got some good deals on there. All right. Is there any questions from the board?
I think this is pretty similar to the price range for the last round of the 8, so
Mm-hmm.
it sounds reasonable.
Yeah, Brenda did say that there were some larger homes on this round too. So, I know,
I know in the last round, I would drive down a street and a house would be there, and then I would drive down the street again like 2 hours later and a house would be gone.
yeah,
Once he got on site, he meant business.
Yeah.
It was pretty impressive.
yeah, absolutely. I know Steve and I were just talking too about his operation and how much equipment he's bought specifically, because he's being very successful in other towns too. He is a local contractor, but he's being successful throughout the state, taking these homes down. So it's nice to see somebody locally making a success out of that too. Is there any public question, comment? Okay. Do I have a motion to accept Merritt's Trucking's bid for the removal of the unsafe structures for the blight elimination program?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, so the motion passes. Next, we have David Burnell has a request for temporary parking barricades for Dillinger's. Do we have anybody from Dillinger's to speak on this? Okay. Says request to have parking barricades in spots in front of Dillinger's on June the 10th and 15th to accommodate benefit motorcycle rides. So it sounds like they just want to block off some parking for an event they're having there, June 10th and the 15th.
We need to get some concrete times, and then I think we can revisit it.
Yeah, how much time is that? It's April, middle of April, so he's got,
Plenty of time.
yeah,
Yeah.
about a month and a half. Let's get some, couple more details.
Because I believe they were even talking about asking for the alley closure as well. So I was kind of surprised not to see that in here.
Yeah. Okay. Well then, I guess we can, we have a motion to table, Dillinger's request, until next meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and table that, and we'll get some more information there. Next, we have Mary Brown from Miami County Courthouse is requesting to secure 2 parking spots in front of the courthouse during an event. Says courthouse is requesting that 2 parking spots stay open and reserved in front of the courthouse on June 8th from 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. during the Colts Fest for the transport of inmates to the court. So, looks like they're just requesting us to basically reserve 2 spots in the courthouse, at the courthouse for the inmate transportation to and from court. Seems pretty a reasonable, self-explanatory request, really. Is there any questions from the board about that?
Well, they gave us, the Colts Fest gave us that map of where they want everything.
Mhm.
Is that going to still be convenient for the courthouse with their map and all that stuff? Are the layouts gonna match what they're wanting?
Well, I think that if I'm reading this right, I would say that what they're wanting is for along maybe the what would that be, the west facing and south facing parking. If they could have 2 of those reserved so people don't park in it, so that they can transmit inmates, because the east and north side will be blocked off.
Those are the ones that are blocked off for
Yeah.
the stuff that they're gonna put up.
Right. So the way I'm reading it is that they would just like to reserve 2 of those spots. And it doesn't specify, so I would assume that whichever 2 spots works the best for them out of those spaces along the west and south side of the courthouse. And they could just tell us which ones they want to reserve.
I think they're just anticipating it being very busy, which I'm sure it will be.
Right.
We want to
Sure.
make sure they have an unloading zone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I just didn't know if they're like, we want them right here, but that happens to be where like the donate blood tent.
Yeah,
is
no,
Right.
that's on
irrelevant
Court Street
anyway.
and
Yeah.
Fifth Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you guys know what's up.
Well, I think we can put in the minutes that it would be 2 spaces on either the west or south facing side of the courthouse square.
I will email her and figure out which side she wants to be on
Yeah.
and let
We just need
them
to
know.
approve 2 locations for them of their discretion.
Yeah, I would say at their discretion, as long as it's on one of those 2 sides.
Okay.
Because, I mean, if they really have to have it on the side where the cold stuff is already at, we might have to, like, revisit and try to figure out
Right.
something. I don't know, Chief Hoover, have you heard any, they haven't spoken to you about any of that, have they? No. Okay. Yeah, I would assume that the front of the courthouse or that south side would work for inmate transportation too. So, any other questions? Any questions from the public? Do I have a motion to allow 2 spaces on either the south or west side of the courthouse square to be reserved for inmate transportation on June 8th?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion passes. And I believe that's all that that's all that's on the agenda. Anything else? Nothing? All right, a motion to adjourn would be in order.
So moved.
All right, all in favor? Aye?
I'll second that.
Okay, yeah, I got a second and an aye somewhere.
That was jinxed the whole time.
Yeah.
Did we already pass it? We're done?